All right, we are live. Hello, and welcome to I'm Bored Toys.
Yes.
That's my enthusiasm.
I love it.
I will return to my normal dry humor self shortly. So I wrote the following things down. I wrote, I want to have some fun, and some other directions. But first, let's introduce our classic panel that we have for just our LEGO Hangout. So let's see. We will go in counterclockwise fashion, starting with myself. Another word for counterclockwise, if you don't know this, is widdershins.
I didn't know that.
Did not
We
know
learned
that.
that on one of our early streams when 4 people were watching.
Widdershins.
And we tried to teach it to our dog. We'd be like clockwise to like spin him around, and then we'd go widdershins. So you can look that up.
What language is that?
So I'm Kevin of I'm Bored Toys, and I am hosting today. Claire.
Hey, what's up? I'm Claire, the plastic architect, and I am the reason we're late. I'm so sorry, everybody. That's on me.
Nah, you know. There's no blame.
Where do I get the names up on the
Oh yeah, they're not up.
You go
because
to brand, and you can choose, I guess, the name display or something like that.
Oh yeah. Got it. I'll find it here. Oh,
where's your producer?
well, she left. So like I've got all my custom ones in here from last time, but I don't know where the normal one is.
Well, we have a bunch of people in the chat. We have FLX, we have Ocean Truth, we have the Brightest Witch Bricks, Justin, and A&A Hobbies.
Awesome.
FLX, we have Ocean Truth. Oh,
We
Echo.
The brightest
Ashley's here. Ashley is watching from the dog park.
FLX.
Ashley is GoPro.
Ocean.
Actually, I can't get our names up. I don't know how to do that. I will see you at your earliest convenience. So and then up to the top corner. So we have Iceberg in the bottom and Brick Adjuster in the top right. So thanks for saying hi to everybody for me. I'm still getting my bearings now. And so yeah. All right. So hello to everybody.
Hello.
So the theme for today is firsts, favorites, and fails. I'm happy to take suggestions or questions from the chat, of course. But I think we're gonna start just by kind of like we're gonna answer those types of questions that we all get a million times, but that I personally actually haven't really answered or thought about that much. Ninja's checking in on my voice lessons. We'll see. I'll throw in some good voicing for you later on. And so we'll go around. We'll talk about things like our favorite sets and our favorite whatever and so on, and or the worst ones and things like that. And I've made myself a nice organizational grid here. So I wrote things like, let's see, how do I do? What do I click? I need to learn how to use this
In
properly.
the top right corner on your own. There you go.
There you go.
Ooh, it's top left.
Oh, sorry.
So I wrote a little grid where I put down things we might talk about. For example, sets, mocks, pieces, colors, themes, minifigs, and then like I'll like X them off if we talk about them. And we can go from there. So yeah, hello to Ninja and to the Brick Grandmaster. Welcome. And to BoPro. She says she'll be back soon to solve all my problems. All right. So I think I'm gonna go first. Well, we could like do it like we could like go around and we all pick what we want to talk about. But I think I'm just gonna start in my top left, and I'm gonna ask people about what's your favorite Lego set of all time, of any size. Actually, I think it'd be kind of fun to do like kind of smaller set and bigger set, but I don't know. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Smaller,
Sure.
Yeah.
and the cutoff is arbitrary. It's whatever you consider small and big. So, that's probably mine. That is Ashley's email telling me that she has. I tell you, BoPro, she's in trouble now. So Brick Adjuster, what is your favorite Lego set or sets?
So I have I've answered this question many times, and my go-to answer is always the Ewok village, the expanded Ewok village. So when I combine my two Ewok villages together. But then just recently, someone asked me this question: if I were to buy only one set, that I can only buy just one set. So if that was the question, I can't get the two Ewok villages together. My answer was the sea cow from the Lego movie. Actually, no, I changed it. My answer was the sea cow, but then I thought about if I could only have one set, I would pick Ninjago City because I'd be able to take that apart and use the pieces for mocks because there's so many assortment of colors, assortment of pieces in Ninjago City, like the original Ninjago City, not the docks, not the gardens. So that would be my big set. I'd have to still think about the small sets because whenever I answer these questions, it's always the big sets that come to me. And yeah, I'd have to think about the small ones. You can come back to me for the small set.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough.
Next. So Ninjago City for me.
So we'll keep going clockwise now, I guess. Yeah, Red Card, there's technical issues. Yeah, a few technical issues. It's mostly my fault. It's fine. Iceberg?
My favorite all time was Ninjago City, but it's been dethroned.
It's been taken.
The Gardens is all time favorite. Yeah, I'm really feeling that because then I can even take like the spring garden city set and expand it.
Yeah.
I love the colors that they used in the gardens. And that was actually, I know I'm putting the cart before the horse, but that was actually my favorite, like my first set that I actually bought for myself was a Ninjago City set. So
the city or not the gardens? The city.
No, I bought a Ninjago set. The first time I bought a Lego set was a Ninjago set, but
Gotcha.
But yeah, my favorite is the gardens.
You've answered a question from another box, which would be your first set. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. Do you have a favorite small set that comes to mind immediately?
Yeah.
I'm like looking around, right? Like
I'm looking around too. Like, what is the small set? It's like,
what is it? Like under 500 or under 200?
Sure. Around under 500. I think that's a fair.
Oh, okay. So the Mandalorian ATST from the Mandalorian.
Oh, Cara Dune set.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah, I love that one.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Good choice.
Nice. Claire?
I used to say Ninjago City as well because it's like so big and so crazy and so diverse and stuff. But I think the Monkey Kid mech actually takes it for me because it's like I like it itself was the most surprising to me that I liked it so much. So it like opened my eyes to like mechs, which was really, really cool. I liked how it made me start liking something a little bit different. And I love the side builds that go with it. So like if I could pick like a side build on its own to be my favorite small set, it would be that one that went with it. But if I were to pick like a small set, probably the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, if that counts. I think that's like a really great, complete, just like a really fun, playful set. And then, yeah, that's probably where I'm at right now. But it's constantly changing.
Sure.
I'll like pull out some of my older sets and like the emotional attachment to them will shift. And like an Indiana Jones set or something like that, and I'll get excited but right now that's where I stand. Monkey Kid is bringing me a lot of joy.
Okay. For sure, yeah.
No more bricks.
To Gorgonzola,
no more bricks.
To No More Bricks, and to Journal of the Scots. Welcome. Yeah, No More Bricks agrees with you on the Mystery Machine. So underrated. Great choice. Good job, Claire. Well done.
Thanks.
Pandering to the crowd. I love it.
Yeah.
I suppose I have to pick something now. I'm gonna go with. I love the roller coaster.
That's a good one.
Has given me a lot of time spent watching it and like just turning it on, and it's impressive right away, and it makes me think a lot about like being creative not only like I work on roller coaster techniques and I'm slowly kind of putting that together. That'll be like my crowning achievement mock in for the year, probably whenever I just work away on it slowly. And that's, obviously inspired by having a roller coaster to work with. But also I just love the whole scene where it's like they've got the entrance and then the exit and they've got the little bird like hanging out there and stuff like that. So I really, really like that one. The treehouse is close for me. And the Monkey Kid mech is really close for me too, I'd say. Again, just because it was so different and I don't know why I ordered it. I just did. And it was great. Under 500. Actually, I assume it's under 500. Yeah, it must be. I was talking to Claire about it the other day. The like monster burger truck is so funny. The, like 3-in-1 with the huge wheels, and the suspension on it is awesome, and it's just like so bouncy, and it just makes you want to play with it, right? So I'd say those are my two favorites. Again, at this moment right now, if you ask me in 45 seconds, I might change my mind. Hopefully no one will do that because I wrote an X on favorite set.
We did it. Checked off.
I used an X, but yes, I will.
Okay, crossed off.
Hello, Leo Garvey. Welcome. Yes. So, I mean, I can pick more spots, or do you have one you want to talk about? Anybody? Claire, do you want to pick one?
What? Wait,
one of the spots. I accidentally crossed off first set, but really I did favorite set. So let me there you go.
Got it. Let's do first. Yeah, let's do first. First
set for 200, please.
Yeah, because first color seems like a difficult.
Fun fact, Alex Trebek went to the university that I work at. You went with first set, sorry?
First set, yeah.
That is not a daily double.
Oh, that's too bad.
Obviously, in the first row, it's never there, Claire. We already heard Iceberg's answer, right? So is that your first set? Like, did you have other sets when you were a kid at all, or is this something you got into only as an adult?
Only as an adult, man. I never really got into Lego as a kid. There's a thing called Sega Genesis that was around. I was a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan.
Yeah.
Kind of tough to compare.
Are you looking forward to that idea set then?
It was. What was it? It was that Ninjago. It was the tower. Like it was some type of tower. I forget the name of it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it had. I forget. It was like it was like a light tower.
I know. I think I know the one you're talking about.
It had the little light.
I forgot the name, but yeah. That was the first set you bought. What about the first set you built?
First set I built was the Batman, the Batmobile for my little guy. So it wasn't for me; it was for him. And I cracked
that gave you the itch.
Yeah, that gave me the itch. Yeah, they gave me the itch to, and I find out that there was like a whole community on Instagram, and that's how I ended up meeting Normal Bricks and MD Bricks and Bot and CKB and all of them, chasing those guys and other people in the community just off of that one little set. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
The first set I built was, well, you said a lighthouse. It was actually a creator lighthouse. That was the first set I actually participated in building because it was already in the house. I think my son got it as a present and he was starting to build it. And then I just kind of moseyed over and started helping him. And that kind of, that got the itch scratched or got me wanting to get it. The first set I actually bought for myself was the architecture White House, like not the new one, but the old one. So that's the first one I bought for myself.
Oh, the Lighthouse Beach.
And is that when was that?
I'd say 2012.
Okay.
Around 20,
And so,
2012.
but did you have Lego? Were you playing with Lego when you were a kid? Were you?
No, I was more into like GI Joe, Transformers, wrestling figures, He-Man, stuff like that, like Star Wars figures. I wasn't really into Lego. I maybe had like a tub, and so I just played around with that, but it wasn't really a thing I collected. Like I would
Sure.
collect the Transformers figures and GI Joe and wrestling dolls and stuff like that.
Same.
Yeah. A lot of people coming into the chat. This is awesome. Brickscene, how's it going? No More Bricks says Ninjago Temple of Arjitsu. Is that the one you're talking about, Mel?
No, it was the Lighthouse Siege. It actually was. What's the name? On it. 7594.
I like how we get people giving us like doing the research. Set number 70594. Thanks for Carnage.
Some people know the numbers.
Johnny G, how's it going? Welcome, Cy O'Connor. Good to see you. Go to bed, Cy.
It's like 1 a.m.
I know. And everyone's saying hi to people. And I love hearing what people are buying as their first sets too. This is awesome. Yeah, Claire?
My first set was just like a big bucket of Duplo. If I don't know if that counts. I still have the original bucket. And
I
then
think that counts.
Okay, cool. So I think that was on my 3rd birthday or 4th birthday. It's on like a home video, which I need to find. And then I got a gift. It was in the Pirates, like the Islanders collection. It was like the big set with like the bridge that went across, which I still have that one. That was like epic. I didn't have anything else in that line, but that
with the water base plate with the island. Nice.
Oh, yeah. And then the first set that I bought for myself was probably in college when I had, it was probably a Viking set in college.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good.
You still have that set? The
Mm-hmm.
Viking set?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have everything still.
You've never gotten rid of anything, have you?
No, I've never had a Dark Age, really. Yeah.
Is it built or is it like in like a Ziploc bag?
I don't know. I have some built and some still new in box and some in bags too. So yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, for me, I had a bunch when I was a kid. I have no idea which ones were first, but the ones that stick out in my mind are the same pirate set that you're talking about. So I have most of it, I think. So I've gotten all my Lego from my parents' house when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And like the bridge is there. It's like warped sideways, like
yeah.
I think that happened a lot to those. I have only one of the like ladder rope whatever things, the supports that go up the side. So there's meant to be 2 that like go up to the crow's nest or whatever.
I know that the sail part, like the fabric piece or whatever.
Yeah.
What?
Is there a fabric piece in that set?
I think it's fabric. It's like let me look really quickly on Brick set.
Yeah.
Sail piece. It's like probably like a culturally appropriated like native canoe. Like it. Island.
Oh, I don't think we're talking about the same set then.
I have Enchanted Island. That's the one that I have.
No, mine's a different one. Yep. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I'm not sure. But one of the pirate sets, and then the rocket or shuttle launch pad that was probably a little later than that, but that's like the first one I remember like really having fun playing with it and moving it and like going through the launch sequence and running around the house with it and stuff like that. And that one I built not too long ago. I broke it all down. It was mostly still together from
the original one
to me. Yeah.
Nice.
And I watched all the pieces. I did my inventory. I found everything.
That's awesome.
And I had actually brought some of it back already for pieces, which
the minifigs too.
In the tub. What's that?
The minifigs too.
Oh yeah, the minifigs were like still right where they should be, basically, like in a tub, like with my other city stuff. Yeah. And they have these awesome, really shiny gold helmet shields, right? Like they look really, really good, and they're still super shiny. I probably have one right here, maybe.
I know there's like the astronauts have like those shiny gold helmets.
Yeah, the gold helmets. Yeah. You ever see that? I know this is off topic, but you ever
Okay,
the third party one, the one that Brickmania makes, like the astronaut that Brickmania makes?
No, I don't have that one. That's so cool.
I
That
haven't
looks
seen
so
it.
good.
That's cool.
Go ahead.
That's the original one from way back when. It's still pretty shiny.
Oh yeah. There's not even a scratch on it, really. No, it's beautiful. A little tiny bit.
You took care of your toys.
Well, yeah, I definitely did. Like, I would have like been kind of rearranging them and stuff. And like, I don't know if I dusted them, but I might have. I didn't mind dusting when I was a kid. The main stuff is in brand. And then my mom kept them like all in a tub, kind of well separated and so on by set. And found it.
Oh, look at that.
It's a toggle way at the bottom. It's because we had custom ones set up for my birthday, and so like there's a ton of stuff in there. Thanks, Ashley.
So the chat has some first sets that they're saying. No More Bricks says his first set was the Harbor Sentry of the Pirates line.
Nice.
And then Journal of the Scot says he remembers buying Galaxy Trekker. I don't know Galaxy Trekker.
I don't know that at all. Galaxy Trekker is like a board game, interestingly.
Ocean Truth, his first set as an adult was the UCS Snowspeeder.
Nice.
What else do we have here?
UCS.
No More Bricks likes your rainbow.
Oh, thank you.
Lego Mike, I think his first set was the Heavy Haul Train that he got when he got back into Lego as an adult.
That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, so when I got back in as an adult, my mom had bought me a toy for Christmas because she always gives me a toy, and I already had that toy. And so I had to take it back to Mastermind, and they had a bunch of Lego there, obviously, and so I exchanged it, but like went way up in price, I guess, to get the Great Hall, the Harry Potter one that was out. Like, back during you can still get that now, right? But that would have been the first Christmas it was out, I think, maybe.
What year was this?
Like 2 years ago, 2017, right?
Or, yeah, 2017 sounds about right.
I mean, that's 4 years ago now. Good God. I can't believe it's
16 or 18.
COVID sucks years off our life. So
not 1 year, not like 2.
And I was so blown away, like, because I had a lot of Lego when I was a kid, but I don't know if you've tried rebuilding with the instructions from then. They're awful.
Crap.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
There's just like 20 pieces done in one step, and they don't tell you which ones, and they're just like on there all of a sudden. And so like to have multiple books and to have numbered bags and to have just like, one minifigure per bag that you're like as soon as you open one, you're like, all right, I get another minifigure, and I know who that is. Like, it was awesome. Like, it just made it such a fun experience. And like, I spent the whole evening, over the holidays with my family, like just building it and showing them every little single thing I built, and then I was obviously hooked and mostly did Harry Potter stuff from there. And then, the instructions were 10 times harder. I fully agree. They were all 18 plus sets, basically.
They're all 18 plus.
Yeah, I mean, that's always a good question, I think, for anybody, really, is like, because it's going to bring out like what got them into it and stuff. Brick Adjuster, you want to pick? Or Brick you want to pick?
What are the choices again? She thought she didn't know what I was doing.
Or anybody didn't know you were. Yeah.
Well, because I have my headphones on and I'm just talking to myself.
You can also go off the board if you want.
Let's go favorite minifigure.
Favorite minifigure. Do you want to lead the way or do you want to go last?
I have it. Hopefully my shelf doesn't fall. This is my
Should I check or exit, Claire?
What?
Should I check it or exit?
Circle.
Oh no. Check.
So this is my favorite minifigure. It's probably not worth much, but I like the Superman. It's the Clark Kent that he's kind of ripping his shirt. And so it came in a video. It was I think it was a movie. It came like in a DVD set. This it was like a Lego Batman DVD set. And so I always like this minifigure. So it's my go-to answer for favorite minifigure. So that's my answer.
I don't know why I put it in the wrong column again. Kevin, that's so embarrassing.
How about you, Iceberg?
Mine is actually I like the Monkey King minifigure.
The one from the CMF series.
The one that comes in that set, that monkey.
Monkey Mac.
Yeah. Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
I like the tail. I like the tails of these monkeys. They're like going sideways.
Are those in Flower Fruit Mountain?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's different.
Oh yeah. Do you have that, Claire?
Not yet. I will though.
You're gonna get it right. It's so good.
I was building it today, and
it's so
I was
good.
like, the tails are different.
Nice.
How about you, Claire?
My favorite figure is coincidentally my most expensive one, but that's not why it's my favorite. I just think it's really cool. Is Davy Jones from the Black Pearl. I just think for the
the beard.
It's so cool. Yeah.
Anytime you see that, like it's like in that video, right? You just immediately look at it, right? It just really draws the eye.
Yeah. So probably that one. Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Nice. I don't really have that many expensive ones. So I think the most expensive minifigure I own is like the Bee Girl. You know,
how much is that?
She runs for anywhere like around $30-$40, something like that. It just depends. I don't know why. My guess is that it's because the antennas are really flexible and might break. So I'm wondering if there's a lot that are just not in good shape or something like that. I don't know, but it's just weirdly a little bit more expensive. But I'm gonna say this one's my favorite one. My Sad Clown. It's just so funny to me.
It calls you.
You can put it literally anywhere and it's funny, you know?
Like you put him in your rainbow, like underneath.
Yeah. I put him right in the front of the park.
Yeah.
He's right there. I also like this dragon. Like, I guess I didn't really think about doing it that way, but like, I guess they are two of my favorites. I like the dragon because I can pose him. Mm-hmm. I like posing him. Like this. Why isn't he staying there? I like posing him like that, and he's like laying down, like showing off.
Yeah, all those costume ones are fun.
Yeah, anything with a costume is great.
What about most expensive minifigure? Do you guys have your most expensive minifigure?
I do.
What is it?
Mine was a third-party RoboCop minifigure. I paid about $55 for it.
Oh.
Follow-up to that was the Zeb minifigure. I paid about $45 for him because he only came in one set. So, and then that set is now retired. So.
Zeb, what is that? The Zeb. I don't know that minifigure.
Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Mine is actually Harley Quinn. I didn't even know it was expensive until someone told me. The Harley Quinn from Apocalypseburg. Because I just had it hanging out just on one of my Batmobiles. And I didn't even know it was an expensive minifigure. So I think I should actually take care of it.
How much is she worth?
I'm glad you. Yeah, how much she worth? Because
I was looking on Bricklink and it was like the average price is like $135 or something like that, and it was, and like the most expensive was like $190 or $180 or something. Like the new. Sorry.
I would like to put mine up for sale.
Yeah, Emily. But yeah, I didn't even know because someone because I was asking. I thought Deadpool was expensive, but apparently Deadpool's not expensive anymore. It used to be an expensive minifigure, so things change. So maybe like you should sell it now while it's expensive, and maybe
keep them might go down. I just like knowing that I could sell them if I needed to.
Yeah,
you know?
Quarters never sell, so I don't think I'll ever sell. I just know the price.
I just want to say hi to Emmasaurus, hi to Ficken Bricks.
Hey, Ficken Bricks.
Hi to Canadian, who shouted out, who was it, FLX, for sharing the stream. Thank you. That's awesome. This is like, for an evening stream on my channel, is like killing it right now. So thanks, guys, for coming. Please drop a like if you are so kind, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing.
Ninja has a M&M fig.
Yeah, I don't. That's really rare. I don't think it doesn't have to be like official.
I see.
Third party. Yeah, I think third
Gotcha.
party too.
I was like, interesting. Are there any? What's your like holy grail minifig that you would get if you could, or like that you always wanted, or that I don't know.
Gold Boba Fett.
Oh, they made a gold Boba Fett.
I think that's the most expensive minifigure. It's like gold Boba Fett.
Oh, so you just want the most expensive.
Gold C-3PO.
It's all about the rarity for you. Is that
it? Those are ones I don't have. All the like most of the minifigures I have, and all these like super expensive ones I don't have because they're super expensive, right?
Interesting. I always really loved the old Bellatrix minifig, and she always goes for like she's only
that's my wife's favorite.
She's only in that one Burrow set. Is it? Yeah, in the Burrow set. That's right.
Yeah.
In the Burrow set. Yeah, the old.
She's like half the value of like the going rate of it. She's like half the value of it easily. $90 to $100, probably Canadian anyway. I don't know. I always wanted that. I don't know if she's gone way down in value since she's out again. In the newer. Well, both. Is she in the Burrow, the new Burrow, as well as the CMF?
She's in
the new Burrow, yeah.
Yeah, she's in the new Burrow.
And I think she's in the CMF too. So
I think the torso is different. Like the hair is the same, but I think the torso is different.
Yeah. In the CMF, I know she's wearing the the Azkaban like striped, whatever. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, that minifigure was the one my wife wanted, and we finally pulled the trigger on Bricklink a while ago, while the price was kind of decent, but it kept on going up. One on Bricklink that I always wanted was the Trelawney. It was like
that's the one that in the first CMF.
Oh, the old one. Yeah,
the old Trelawney. Yeah. I just like the pink.
That's
the
a
pink
really
outfit.
Nice torso. Yeah.
I know. I pulled the trigger on the who's the bad teacher. She also had a pink. I can't remember her name. Umbridge. Yeah, the old Umbridge. I got that
that's
one.
Her most expensive one is that Order of the Phoenix Umbridge from early on.
But then they came out with another Umbridge now.
Yeah, several more. Yeah.
Darth Raven, that's an expensive one, especially if it's still sealed.
Yeah, Darth Raven. Yeah, those the May the 4th freebies.
Yeah. I really want Blackbeard because I don't have Queen Anne's Revenge or like the other small set that it comes with, and like I love the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff, and then as well like I want Trelawney just from like the first CMF line, which is she's not like that unreasonable expensive, but I think I have most of the minifigures that I really really want. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't care for like the gold and like those really really rare ones. Some of the Barb figure, the Stranger Things like Comic-Con one, that would be really nice. I like Stranger Things, but I'm never gonna spend that kind of money. And then also like the Supergirl one, like all those like Comic-Con ones that I would like, but it's just not gonna happen.
The Bizarro Superman and
yeah, that stuff's crazy to me. That it that they make it even is a little bit crazy to me.
What about Mr. Gold?
I don't care. I
wasn't into it when I wasn't into Lego when the Mr. Gold hunt was around.
Yeah, I just hear that name, but I don't know what the story is with that. Or
it was there was a limited amount of Mr. Golds in Series 10 CMFs, and if you're lucky, you'd be able to get a Mr. Gold. I know like BFAB boys he found 3. And I remember Just Too Good found one too. He did find 3. He has a video where he shows all 3 of his.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nobody believed him though at the time until the video came out.
Iceberg, do you have one in mind? I feel like you're gonna pick from the macro. Then I'm gonna come to the chat, so be ready to choose. It's first favorites or fails, and it's just really you can pick anything you want. It doesn't even have to be on here. I just wrote things down. Some of them don't even make sense. Like I'm not gonna know what my first minifig was, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know my first minifig.
And also, I'm really bad at Xing out the right things. So.
Oh, you did make a circle. I was just joking about the circle.
I did, but then I put it in the wrong spot.
So you got a non-Lego activity?
That's what that says. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take that for the.
And is it your first non-Lego activity? Your favorite or your
breathing?
Failed?
Favorite. Let's go.
Favorite? I feel like failed non-Lego activity would also be a good one. Well, here I'm really bad at. All right, favorite non-Lego activity. I'll go first because I was doing it today. At present, my favorite non-Lego activity is solving puzzles of various kinds, like Sudokus and other kinds of puzzle variants, or like Sudoku variants, where there's other restrictions and things like that. And Ashley of Board Productions was just trying to figure out Twitch and like the back end of that and how it works and all that. So she just went live, and like some of us were watching. And then I told Emily that she was live because we were just chatting at the time. So Emily jumped in, and then Ashley got all nervous, and it was awesome. So we had a good time like messing around with that. And we might stream some Sudoku in the future on Twitch. Who knows? So that would be my favorite one. And then I do like chess puzzles as well. That's the other kind of puzzle thing that I do. Almost every single morning. That's one of the first things I do is just crank out a bunch of puzzles just to get my brain going. And at worst, if I solve one puzzle, then I've done something, So how people are like, I make my bed as soon as I wake up, so I feel like I've done something. I just do a puzzle.
Cool.
I just make coffee. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, anyone can go next if they'd like, or I can pick someone if I need to.
I am into cycling. I am.
Oh, nice.
My average ride is like 55 to 60 miles. And I usually ride probably in warm weather, like, I'll ride probably 3 times a week.
Okay. Do you ride with a group?
No, I ride. I take those rides by myself. But with a group that I have rode with, I rode for like a charity one time, and it knocked out like 250 miles over the course of 3 days.
Okay. Before Lego, I was big into marathon running, from like I guess 2007 till 2012. So I've done 13 marathons, all different. And so that was like sucking a lot of my time.
Me for some reason.
It was many pounds ago when I was svelte. A svelte 135 back then. But yeah, my best marathon time is 3 hours and 2 seconds. I was trying to break 3 hours at this marathon, but I kind of blew up at the end.
Yeah. And
then I guess second, what kind of brought me out of YouTube was Pokemon Go. So I was big into Pokemon Go from like I guess 2017 until now, where I'd be playing from like 3 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. at night straight on Saturday and Sunday. Just addicted to Pokemon Go. I'm like ranked in Canada in like several categories now, but I've with COVID I couldn't play with my friends as much anymore, and so it kind of died down, and I'm back in the Lego YouTube community. So that's me.
That's awesome.
Am I left? Is it my turn?
It's all you.
Okay. I love cooking. Like fun. Been doing it for a really long time, and like I just grew up in a big food family, but like my parents hated cooking, so I was like, what is this? And so I just started cooking myself. And then I really like Soul Cycle. I really like that. If we're gonna all talk about active things, like that's kind of like my basic B fun thing, which is like I used to go with my friends all the time. Yeah, it's
is that like on a spin bike?
Yeah, it's like a spin. It's like cycling, but not real cycling. It's on a bike, so it's a bit different. You're in a room, it's dark, and there's like music blasting, and
that's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
They have that at my gym.
Yeah,
I remember at my gym they have like a big screen, and it looks like you're actually cycling outdoors when you're kind of going.
So I'm gonna preach a little bit about Soul Cycle. I don't like actually like regular spinning. The reason I like this one is like every step you take is to the beat of the music, so you get like really so you get like lost in it, which is why I like it so much. It definitely does like that, like kind of like the brain when you like lose yourself into something. It does that a little bit. You know how you get that with Lego, so you can do that with it. Yeah, that's it.
Have you done that, Iceberg? Soul cycling?
I've done spin cycling, but I haven't done soul cycling.
Okay.
Usually people that it's usually that people do outdoor cycling it's a totally different thing. It's like you don't get what, like I hate outdoor cycling. I detest it. Tried it many times. And then my friends who cycle hate Soul Cycle. So it's
Yeah, I like biking just to get around, but I don't really do anything far. I get sore.
I bought a road bike once, but then it kind of started collecting dust because I had the idea of like the whole triathlon thing. So I got a bike and I started getting the white knuckles, gripping the handles too tight because all the cars were zooming by me on the road. And I stuck to running instead, and it just kind of collected dust.
So Claire, Ninja says it sounds like DDR mixed with exercise.
Very accurate.
Right
it's
on.
Similar to that, yeah. But in a sweating
yeah.
people. Yeah.
There you go. That was my Ninja impression. I'm working on it. I will never get there. But also Pokemon Go is getting some love in the chat too.
I think they're just teasing me. No more bricks is really
I don't
teasing
think.
me.
I mean, maybe, but
had a release of new Pokemon cards today, like at 8:30 this morning. Like it was a line outside of Target.
Wow.
For Pokemon cards.
And you're like, who are those crazy people playing with children's toys? You know?
See, I don't know much about Pokemon. I just know
these are the 18+ Pokemon cards, guys.
18+.
Right.
It's not a children's toy. They're marketing it with black packaging.
Right.
Even though they're sold in cereal boxes.
Yeah.
Targeted for kids. It's 18.
Exactly. Also, they're Winnie the Pooh. We all know what we're doing. It's fine. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, well, on my channel I never stir the pot, so we're not talking about favorite YouTubers. Someone specifically suggested that to stir the pot.
Oh no, we can talk about it without like stirring the pot.
Oh, I mean no, that's fine. But I want another one. I want to talk about favorite theme too.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good one. Yes.
So we can talk about favorite YouTuber. That's fine. If you want to, I don't care.
Should we do favorite retired theme, and then should we do favorite current theme?
We can do anything you want,
Okay.
because I wrote down in my notes, as I mentioned, I want to have some fun.
All right.
And
Yeah,
maybe some stories come out or other shenanigans. That's what I wrote down.
Shenanigans. Let's.
Yeah, this is like what my class prep notes are like too.
Okay, cool. Can I go first for?
So retired and current.
Okay, yeah. So retired, I have a tie between Indiana Jones and Vikings. Those are my two favorites.
Nice.
And then current is Monkey Kid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
Why?
Why Monkey Kid?
Yeah.
Or why any of them?
Anyway, yeah.
Monkey Kid is like easier to say. It's like less emotional, but I love the color variation, the attention to detail, the combination of like building styles and methods. There's like vehicles and playset, and like kind of like organic playsets. Exactly. There's also like a big mech. I just like that it's like all over the place. I wish they would do a little bit more like buildings in addition. But other than that, I think it's full circle for me. I love it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Who's next? Okay, I'll go. My favorite theme is, it's not a pop. Well, I like it. A lot of people don't, but architecture has always been my favorite theme.
Mhm.
Whenever a new architecture set is announced or released, that's when I get excited and I want to get it right away. Whereas like other themes, I don't get as excited when I hear a new set coming, but whenever there's a new architecture set, I always want to grab it and get it. It's the first set that kind of brought me into Lego. When I first went into the Lego store and I
Mhm.
saw the White House there, I'm like, oh, it's like a Lego set for an adult. Like it looked like something that
Right.
I would want,
Those
that I
have
would want
always
to
looked like
put.
they were marketed, Yeah.
Yeah. And so, because I always thought Lego was more for kids, and when I saw the architecture sets, that's what drew me in, and so I still like it. For retired, I would have said Harry Potter, but they brought Harry Potter back, and so I'd probably go with Indiana Jones, like Claire.
Mhm.
Um, I always liked the Indiana Jones movies, and we had a couple of Indiana Jones sets when my son was into Lego before I got into Lego, but
Mhm.
they got all just like like they just got all like, they're all in the boneyard now. Nothing's complete. I salvaged a couple of minifigures, but not, like it's not, nothing's together. So I would say Indiana Jones.
Nice. I'll read a couple from the chat here. Lauren, Brightest Witch Bricks says retired Aquazone.
Oh yeah,
Which, like,
that's a good one.
it's so funny because like I came back like relatively recently, and some of these like I just don't know them at all.
Mhm.
Like I was just looking at used sets today on Kijiji, which Nick will know, but I don't know if you guys know what that is. But
It's the
and
Canadian Craigslist.
there was like an Atlantis set that I had just never even seen anything from that theme before,
Mm.
and it was like it was a cool set.
Yeah.
It looked like it was above normal value, I guess. So I just was like, oh, I'll just get on Bricklink if I ever wanted something like that. But it was really cool to see it, and like the colors popped a lot. It was really fun. Yeah. So I like Aquazone. I have no idea what that is. So that's I'm gonna go check that out. And then current Harry Potter, of course, for her. And then I like Ninja's answer here. Favorite theme: Speed Champs. Unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
But it's true. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're
collect the cars.
extremely popular sets, I think.
Yeah, indeed.
I have, I bought one. I guess I'll just answer after I finish this. But I bought one car, like the like I love the 6 wide ones. I bought one of them, and then the next day I bought all of them, and then went on Bricklink and found every single one that was under $50 and bought them all like within a week, basically, because I love them. And now you can't see it, but they're like, I have like this much space between the top of my shelf and the ceiling, and I just lined them right on the edge of like, and there's like a railing that holds them in place, so the tires hang over it. It's really cool.
Nice.
So and the idea, the original reason why I got them was so that I could just like stock my theme park parking lot with just sick cars, which I thought was hilarious. I'm just checking if there's any other favorites that anyone mentioned, but I don't see any there. So oh, and I still haven't answered. So my favorite currently, Monkey Kid is going to be my favorite. And if the answer is like, if you ask me why on that, I think it's just something different. Or it's different for me. I also have always liked the Ninjago stuff, but I don't think I own a single Ninjago set because I'm terrified of wanting to get it all.
Yeah, that's true.
And so to new Lego fans, I think Monkey Kid is a good, you have the opportunity to get all of it early, right? And I think for anyone who's a completionist, that like opportunity without feeling like you're just paying for no reason is good for you. And like I did that with Hidden Side, so I would maybe even say Hidden Side for my favorite retired one, just because it's the only one I've really had a chance to dive into.
You have all the Hidden Side sets?
Yeah, with the exception of like one polybag, maybe. Like there's like a hot dog polybag or something, maybe.
Juice bar. It's like a smoothie bar.
No, I have the juice bar and the dragster ones. But there's a polybag that's like, oh, and there's like all these foil packs with like the same minifigures. Right. I don't have any of those, but all the main sets I have and most of the promos.
Are you planning on getting
like little hot dog stand? I think.
Are you planning on getting all of Monkey Kid?
Probably, maybe not. I don't know. Like the Foundry, I just don't understand it. I don't know what it would add to my collection. I don't. And so like, there's some that I just don't get. And so I don't know. I have most of the most expensive ones, so that helps. If you start with those because you're drawn to them, then you're like, oh, okay, I can just fill in the gaps if I haven't bought anything in a while and I just want to build something to like, scratch.
You have the drone copter?
No, but it's I only have 4 things on my lego.com wish list, and that's one of them. So
a lot of the times for me, for a theme, it's the minifigures that kind of drive the purchases. And so because I want all the minifigures of that wave, and so I try to pick the set that has, because sometimes like a set will have duplicates of the same minifigure,
right?
And so I'll try to, so for like Ninjago for this new legacy, I want all those golden ninjas, and so I'm probably gonna just get the sets that have those golden ninjas. And then if I'm not gonna display the set, I'll probably just part it out and use the pieces for mocks or something. But it's an expensive way to get the golden pieces, but I also like the pieces for mocks rather than just buying. They're kind of, they're unique.
What about you, Iceberg?
I say for retired sets, I'm all about Ultra Agents. Love them. Love that line. I still need to get the boat though. I need to get the boat.
So Ultra Agents was out when you first started collecting. That was the theme that was out. Oh no, you said retired.
Yeah,
you never. Okay. Okay.
And
because a lot of people like Ultra Agents because of the nostalgic factor. Like when I talk to people, but you don't. You just like the look of it.
Yeah. I kind of gravitated towards that, and then the current set. Well, I think that's retired too now, but I still like them. Is the Lego Movie 2 sets?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because then they took the traditional Lego and then they took the Friends sets and they integrated them.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah. So.
Claire, we were just talking about that, and I totally forgot. So we were just talking about because we had Brenda here, and we were talking about a shuttle in Friends colors, and I totally forgot about the Lego Movie 2 sets that have a lot of those types of things. Basically. Ridiculous ships in different colors, like spaceships of various kinds.
They have like that disco ship.
Yeah, everything from like really interesting color palettes.
Yeah.
Ninja's heading out. Everyone's saying bye. I see. So I will see you. Back into the shadows I go. I love it. So some other ones that I caught. So Brick Building with Justin Sluter says older retired castle/space, recently retired. So we didn't break it down that way. We could have, of course. Recently retired Inside or Lego Movie 2 and current Ninjago/Marvel. What do we have here? Castle themes were amazing.
There's lots of castle.
What's that? Sorry.
Lots of castle voting in there. Even Gorgonzola wants Fabuland. Agreed. Fabuland is great.
Fabuland.
I really like Belleville too, but I don't have any. Every time I see that, I like want to get some. The pieces are so weird and cool.
Yeah. The main ones I know are those slides or something. Not those aren't Belleville, right? Those are Fabuland or something. There's like these weird slide pieces.
Slides from Paradisa.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Paradisa, yeah.
Sorry. These are all words again that like I've gone and seen what they are, but in my head they all kind of sound the same. Or they're all categorized to me as like the weird ones, Oh
yeah, Paradisa's like it's like Friends but with minifigs instead of. It's like shittier Friends, but it's like worse Friends, but with figs instead of dolls and pastel colors.
Yep. Nice. All right, I'm gonna pick one then. I want to pick a fail. I want to pick the worst.
Okay.
I'm picking the worst Lego color. And you can either go by the color itself. I think 2. Well, okay. If you care about the color names, you can be mad about color names if you want. That's fine. That's welcome here.
Worst in what way? Like,
I
because
just
you
whatever
never
color you
use
don't
it,
like.
or
What's that?
because
you have to have your reasoning for it. I'm sure we're all gonna have
okay.
different.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't care why.
I can't
It doesn't
think
matter.
about worst.
Like
They're
for
all
me,
good.
old dark brown, because so many of my favorite sets are from like that
Oh,
shredding now, and I go to clean
Yeah.
it, and it's just like Tower of Orthanc. I like shredded a bunch of stuff. SpongeBob shredded. Anyway, I'm losing it. I'm losing it with the old dark brown.
yeah.
Tower of Orthanc had old dark brown in it.
Yeah, the tree right at the beginning.
Oh,
Interesting. We got Shy in the chat. How's it going? Welcome.
Shy.
Worst favorite color. Reddish brown. Yeah.
Color.
Reddish brown easily breaks. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it does. Sucks.
Yeah,
Why?
That's the color that I'm referencing. Yep.
Wait, why did you
Okay.
call it old dark brown?
Well, because I
Yeah.
was wrong. There's the old dark brown that was discontinued, replaced by this reddish brown, and this is
Okay.
right. Isn't that correct?
Oh, the
Yeah, 'cause
old brown? Yeah.
Because I think Tower of Orthanc has like the newer, like the reddish brown.
Yeah,
Because
it sucks. It sucks.
it doesn't have the old.
Also,
one.
the newer dark brown pieces. That's the one that mine breaking are like sharp, like the
Yeah.
plates. They just snap when you try to take them apart, basically. Sometimes, especially if they've been kind of stacked with other ones for a while or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are tough. I've never liked olive green for anything.
Really?
Yeah,
For
I don't
olives.
really like it when it's used as the grass color. It's my least favorite. The haunted house is one I might have actually said that's my favorite set.
Yeah.
I actually hate that it's mostly olive green.
I love it.
I don't know why.
I don't.
I mean, I get it for that set, but
Yeah.
I would almost rather it was just the dark tan or something. I don't know. It would probably look stupid, but I don't know. I just never have liked olive green.
For me, I like it now, but I always used to make fun of. I used to call it Chima yellow, but I guess it's called light bright orange. But when Chima first came out, they introduced Chima yellow, and I think it was in that Lion Castle base type set. But Chima yellow was I always made fun of Chima yellow, but I use it now.
See that color? I'm just like, whoa. Yeah,
But I think it's called light bright orange. But that would be my pick, I guess. Iceberg, what's your fail?
I would
It's
say
hard. I use all the colors.
probably sand blue. I just
That's my Sig Figs pants.
man,
Well,
that's sand blue, and I like blue, but I just sand
for
blue.
a fail.
Pants.
I used to like all the sand colors: sand purple, sand red. Those are both retired.
Another one I actually am annoyed by is I also hate colors that I love but don't have nearly enough piece selection to do stuff with. So like magenta, there's a ride that I want to build that is from my childhood and is in magenta, and the pieces I want for it just don't exist, and so I'm gonna have to just recolor it basically into something totally different, and so it'll just be a different ride or it'll be the same ride, but I'm just gonna theme it differently. Whereas I really wanted it to be a full replica of what I went on, as a and so. And I tried to kind of hack it together with dark pink and stuff like that, and I decided no, I don't like it. I'm just gonna go do something different. Yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, so that's another kind of thing is you have to be careful using some of those colors if you're gonna do something big, because you just might run out of pieces.
Yep, and then it costs crazy, super expensive on Bricklink.
Yeah. Or I mean, if they exist at all, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna vote for Sand Green from Lauren. Good call.
No More Bricks says
How's
modular
it
paint.
going? Daily Bricks here. Oh, I wish they made Technic pins in multiple colors. That's fair.
But you don't see them.
I also hate when I see the blue poking out on something.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fair.
ugly. And it's not like they couldn't pick some other kind of toned down color. I love that they're kind of color coded and that like friction versus non-friction, like I can identify immediately. But the blue just doesn't make sense to me. The other ones are not offensive really in any context.
Yeah.
Like the tan.
The blue ones specifically. What's that?
No, it's like the tan. It's not as offensive.
Yeah. But it's funny that like they're not always like the tan ones have friction in one type, but then are frictionless in another. You know, it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand it, but you know. Eileen Bloom, how's it going? Worst color is not purple. Nice. I love it. Good call. Did we have any other suggestions from the chat that I've missed? Wait, how are we doing on time? Oh my gosh, we're like going way faster than I thought.
Yeah, time just
flew
by.
20 minutes in. This was like fun.
Time flies by with favorites.
I had fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we hit our hour.
This should be a part 1 and part 2 for this.
Well, let's just go around and we'll plug anything else we want to on our channels. Break Adjuster, I think you're going to host next week. We talked about Claire maybe doing it, but I chatted with Claire and it's just not going to work out on her channel next week. So
okay.
So we'll have Brick Adjuster hosting next week, same time. I mean, you can do part 2 if you want, but you can do anything. You know, we kind of leave it up to the host. But let's just do the rounds and plug our stuff. So Claire, do you want to jump first?
Yeah. I've got a haul coming out tomorrow of some retired stuff, which is like perfect since we just talked about some old themes. So I was able to like plug some holes. Hi everybody. It's okay. And then that's it. And then I've got a fun episode of my podcast with Shy and Ninja coming out on Friday. So that'll be on Shy's channel.
Cool. When do you guys record those?
Either Wednesday or Thursday night.
Okay, cool. I was wondering if you like do it way early or whatever.
Usually Wednesday. Yeah, usually Wednesday.
Well, have fun with that chat then. Iceberg.
So I do this funny show called Versus. It's like one day a month and stuff like that. And the newest episode, we did the Shamrock Challenge, right? And so
Oh yeah.
All the stuff was awesome. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, it was. I actually built a mech. I was trying to channel my man No More Brick.
Yeah.
You
nice.
know,
that's awesome.
What
I love
about the guitar?
how different the stuff you guys built was.
You have the guitar still?
I don't have the guitar. Troy made the guitar.
Oh, I thought okay.
Yeah, Troy made the guitar. Yep. And then Jesse made a superheroes mashup.
Okay.
So so that was cool, you know. And that's all in the news for me.
Awesome.
Oh, every Saturday morning, if you want to wake up early in the morning, you can hang out with me and my wife, the Brick Zapper, on Full of Brick, bright and early, 8:30 Eastern time.
I forget every Saturday, and then I wake up and you're just there. I love it.
Just recently, I've been streaming from 1 to 4 Eastern time, just building, chatting with friends. So that kind of just started. Kind of pull the trigger on the basic package for StreamYard. So now I don't have the duck on my screen, and that's good.
The duck.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm not the Brick Zapper. Is that her?
No, that's No More Bricks. He's
I thought maybe it was her in disguise.
That's Adjuster Bricks, aka
I got you.
aka Adjuster Bricks.
Wow.
That's amazing. Let's see, what do I have coming up? So this is my 5th day in a row of at least someone streaming from this location. So I'm going to take a day off tomorrow from streaming, which will be crazy. And let's see, my next stream, I'm going to go on London Calling again this week, at least for a first little bit on London Bridge Bricks channel. And then Saturday is my normal stream time with Art and Jest or Brenda. Last week we started having her do some live sketching. We had talked about it for a while, and then we saw what Matt was doing from Family Bricks, and like his little cartoons are hilarious, right? That he draws when you're streaming with him. And so Brenda does some live sketching of just like on her iPad, and so
That's
we pull
cool.
it up right on the screen, and so we had a lot of fun with that. And so we're gonna keep doing that, I guess. And then Mondays. So are you hosting next week, Claire? I'll just leave this.
For Monday, yes.
Yeah. So me and Claire and Thomas from Tech Productions, we started our little mini series called Mockumentary. And so on the first one, like we each built a set. I built this one, and Claire built a beach house. Oh, this beach house actually is right there. And then we all happened to pick friend sets, I think because of the price point. And there are some that have good brick selection, basically. Tech did the theater, and we all bought 2 copies at least, and we're all kind of just remaking them into bigger versions, or we all have kind of different goals of what we want to do with them.
Nice.
And also kind of all of us do a little bit of mock stuff, but not a ton. And I think we just want to get back into it slowly. So next time on Monday on Claire's channel, we'll kind of come in with a progress report, and maybe throw some ideas around and mess around with building and stuff. Like, I don't know, today I was just like, I had a meeting, but I was on mute, and I just pulled some stuff over the desk and like was like, okay, do I like this little vineyard setup? How big do I want it? So that was like literally step one.
Did you do that out of the other set, or like?
It's out of the other set plus the top of the original. So like I had to take the top off and just see like, okay, what's it look like if I do both? And that was like literally the very, very first thing I did. And you can see a few pieces here, but like the rest is spread out and
nice.
And I'm also just like getting familiar with the pieces and understanding what I have to start with. And then, and some of us, we might add in our own pieces or we might not. And, we'll just kind of do whatever. But that's it for me, I think.
One more thing for me.
Go for it.
I totally forgot my third co-host. No More Bricks on Full of Bricks is also co-host with the Brick Zapper. I think it was because he co-hosted with us for the first 3 episodes and then kind of disappeared for a good 8 weeks. But he's back. He's back in the US and ready to stream with us. So he reminded me. He reminded me in the chat saying, "Wow, Nick."
I love it. All right, so that's it of part 1 of who knows how many of firsts, favorites, and
I think I might jump on your topic and continue your makeshift grid there.
Yeah, I mean some of them don't really make any sense. So but we didn't really talk about pieces. We didn't talk about mocks. We didn't we talk about whatever. We'll figure it out.
We'll continue part 2 on my channel.
Oh goodness, thrilling! I'll be there. All right. Well, thanks so much to everybody in the chat. This was awesome. I really liked, the interaction today. It was a lot of fun. So have a lovely evening, a lovely day tomorrow, and we will see you whenever you see us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.